Hey everybody, Father Revak here at St. Mary Magdalene. And we're going to do something a little bit different today. Our producer, Olivia Rodriguez, is going to ask some getting to know you questions. It should be a good time. 20 questions with Father Revak. Still, however, an Essentials series, so sit back, relax. You are watching Essentials.
I'm Olivia Rodriguez, and we're going to be asking Father Revak some questions today so you can get to know him a little better. So our first question for you, Father Revak, is where are you from?
So, great question. I think a lot of people might know that already, but not everybody. I grew up down here in Georgia, Stockbridge, McDonough area, but I am originally from upstate New York, east of Syracuse, in a town called Rome, which is kind of fun. My parents moved back up there many years back when I was in the seminary. So when I'd be leaving the seminary for Christmas, I would tell my seminary brothers, I'm going to Rome, to St. Peter's in Rome, and they'd all be impressed. But I was really just going to a little tiny country parish called St. Peter's in Rome, New York. So anyway, so grew up down here, pretty much homegrown. I'm one of those damn Yankees, but got down here soon enough that, I'm a Southern boy.
And what church do you attend currently?
So this is the standard issue Southern get to know you question, right? Where you're from, what church you go to. I'm at St. Mary Magdalene, but I have been in the Archdiocese for a long time. I grew up in St. James in McDonough. That's the parish that I grew up at. And then as a priest, I spent most of my time in the northern suburbs, places like St. Joseph in Marietta, St. Clair in Ackworth, St. Monica in Duluth, a little time at St. Bridget in Johns Creek, that area here. Very, very happy to be back on the south side.
What's your coffee order?
I'm an Americano guy. I don't like drip coffee, like regular American drip coffee. I like espresso, but I like to drink coffee like an American, so I just add a bunch of water to it so it lasts longer.
Do you go to any specific coffee places? Do you have a favorite?
Yep, I do. My house.
Oh.
I make the best coffee in town.
Perfect. Would you rather go to the beach or visit the mountains?
Mountains, 100%. I get on the motorcycle. It's not good to ride a motorcycle in the sand. It's just not. So hop on the bike, go up to the mountains, love it. I'm definitely lake over beach as well.
Would you rather have dinosaur arms or chicken legs?
Dinosaur arms or chicken legs. I'm gonna go with dinosaur arms. They got the big claws, and I could just ask somebody else to write down whatever. And you could still type with your claws.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
There you go.
Yeah, get a lot done. If you could have dinner with any saint, who would it be with?
Oh. Dinner with any saint.
A few moments later.
I think as much as I like the intellectual saints like Thomas and Augustine and Gregory the Great, I think it'd be like St. Patrick probably. Just one of those like hard, get stuff done, save the souls of the people, the pagan people in the village or the land that I've been sent to. I really admire that really determined, focused, apostolic spirit that people like St. Patrick envision. And so I'd say maybe Patrick. Yeah. Would he be speaking English though, or would he be like Gaelic, Celtish?
I feel like, yeah, he would be able to communicate with you.
Then that'd be fine. That'd be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you rather preach your homily in a rhyme or sing it?
I have never been known as a rapper myself, so I've really never been known as a singer either. But probably sing it. Yeah, probably sing it. We could just chant it along. Maybe we'll do that this Sunday.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, you guys buckle up. Here we go. We're just gonna sing the whole homily. It's gonna be the same length too. We're just gonna sing it, so it'll be extra long.
Yeah, perfect. What is your favorite book and your favorite movie?
Favorite book and favorite movie. My favorite book. Okay, this is cheating. I got to go with two. Count of Monte Cristo and The Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, I love I love the mythos, the world building. I love the majesty and the mystery of sort of the fantasy world there. It is so. I look at the Lord of the Rings as what the world actually is if we had the true eyes of Christian faith to see it for what it is. That's kind of the way I look at the world of Middle Earth, and the Count of Monte Cristo, because it's just a fantastic story of very, very complex revenge and restraint, and it struggles with a lot of moral principles that humanity struggles with: good versus evil, vengeance and justice, restraint versus recklessness. Intelligence over passion. So just and just great romance and everything else. Just a fantastic book. If you've got several years to sit down and read a book, I would recommend the 1,500-page Count of Monte Cristo. And favorite movie, you know what? I really kind of like most things that Guy Ritchie makes. I'm going to change the question to favorite director. Probably Guy Ritchie. He's come out recently with Man from U.N.C.L.E. and Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. I think those are fantastic movies. I also like his older movies, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and I think he did Snatch. I think, yeah, I'm sure he did Snatch. Yeah, those kind of dark, gritty. I like the dark, gritty, ironic, sardonic movies. So it doesn't say great things about me as a person, but that's where I tend.
Yeah. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have a younger brother. He lives in Athens. He is married happily with 6 kids. And they are just a great, fantastic family. Very, very proud of my brother. Love him a lot. Love his family. Very happy that he's my brother.
No sisters?
No sisters. No, just one brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We fought horribly growing up. Now we don't.
Yeah. No, I get it. I definitely understand that. So why/how did you know that you wanted to be a priest?
That's a good question. I will answer this question in a little bit more of a vocation story. It'll hit the answer to those questions. But when I was in high school, really, when I was very, very young, as young as I can remember, I had this kind of realization that if God exists, He's good. If God is good, He wants the best for me. If He wants the best for me, He's going to know what's the best for me. So I need to know what He wants for me, and I need to do it, and that's going to be best for me. That was kind of like the childhood process of kind of coming to that. And then as I got older, in high school, through high school youth group, can't overestimate and overvalue a high school youth group at a parish. It's such an important time. A lot of good things happen for people when they're in high school youth group. It occurred to me that I was the kind of person that God might call to be a priest. Single Catholic man, right? So that was the reality. It kind of opened the door, and then the seed was kind of planted, and it grew over a couple of years until I was in college. And I realized if I continue down the path of my career, which was going military, I'd probably never give a second thought to this. And I think it needs to be thought about. So I got permission to be released from my contract, and I went to the seminary for the Archdiocese of Atlanta. And just from there, I discerned God's will along with the church, who confirmed that discernment. And I kept year after year, just sort of reaffirming that, reaffirming, and finally got to the point where I was ordained. But if part of the question was when did I realize I wanted to be a priest, the honest answer to that question was many years after I was ordained. I took a leave of absence after a few bad years as a priest. I thought, I must have made a mistake. Went to the bishop, told him I was out, got a job with Cobb County Police. And over the course of that year, I really kind of, over the course of that year, God gave me the opportunity to rediscover in a new form of freedom and maturity the vocation to which He had called me. And when I let him change my heart back to the priesthood, because I needed to make a decision at the end of the year, and the year was coming up, and I absolutely loved the police stuff, running and gunning and driving fast and fighting and all the fun stuff, right? When that time was coming up and I had to make that decision, I said to the Lord, listen, I love this. I love what I'm doing here. I've done everything you've asked me to do. If you don't change my heart, I'm gonna tell the bishop I'm out, and I'm gonna keep doing this because I love it. And you haven't said anything. You've been silent. 3 days later, I couldn't wait to get to work to resign. 3 days. 3 days later, after praying that consistently and in earnest, and guys, I can't tell you what a radical and true transformation of my heart that was. And since that moment, I haven't wanted anything in life, anything at all, including more than life itself. I haven't wanted to be I haven't wanted anything but to be a priest for Jesus. It's been ups and downs like everything else, but he has changed my heart in my vocation. And just to make a plug for anybody who's in any vocation that the Lord's called you to, if you've lost your love for your vocation, he can change your heart back to it, I promise you. If you're a husband and you've fallen out of love with your wife, if you're a wife, you've fallen out of love with your husband, you're a priest and you have gotten tired and you've fallen out of love with the priesthood, don't give up. Your vocation is your vocation. That's who you are and what God's made you to be. He's made you to be the husband to that wife. He's made you to be the wife to that husband. He's made you to be that priest. Don't give up. Just ask the Lord to change your heart back, to bring it back around. So anyways, that's kind of the lesson that I've gleaned out of my own vocation story and life as a priest. So just absolutely in love with the priesthood, my bride, the church, my people at the parish that the Lord gives me the opportunity to care for. Just absolutely in love with it all.
Would you rather be stuck in a confessional with no air conditioning or on a youth group bus for 12 hours?
Am I in the confessional for 12 hours with no air conditioning as well?
We'll say it's your normal confession.
Oh, that's too easy, Olivia. I mean, I would go with normal confession.
Okay, 12 hours. 12 hours. I don't know how I feel about that answer.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so 12 hours on a bus with the youth group, or 12 hours in a comfortably cool confessional with no air conditioning because it's in the winter. No.
Okay. Yeah.
No. It's got to be summer. It's hot and baking. No, I'd rather be with y'all on a bus for 12 hours than for 12 hours in a confessional, unless I'm saving souls for that 12 hours, and then I got to choose that for that reason.
Yes. Yeah. Perfect answer. Would you rather be in a church with a bunch of crying babies or a bunch of sleeping adults?
Oh, man. I presume this is at Mass, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah. There's important stuff going on. I'd say then a bunch of crying babies if the adults would then be also awake and engaged in the Mass. That way everybody's awake and engaged in the Mass, because that's the more important thing. Mm-hmm. It would just be a lot of work.
Yeah.
Less work if all the adults were sleeping and the babies were quiet. More work if the babies were awake and the adults were awake, but way more virtue.
Mm-hmm. What's your ideal morning and ideal evening?
So ideal morning would be that I get up at a good hour. I hate getting out of bed, but I like getting up early because I like the morning. So even though getting out of bed is just such a struggle, I'd get up around, maybe I would call it like 7 o'clock, and this is the ideal like morning, right? Get up around 7 o'clock, have a nice slow, get ready time, have a cup of coffee. In the fall, in the autumn, I love to sit out on the porch with a cup of coffee, have my cup of coffee, then go in and say my office readings and my morning prayer, and not be rushed with any of that. And then like, I don't know, maybe by like 9 o'clock, or like 8:30 or 9 o'clock, kind of go into the office, get ready for mass or whatever. So that'd be the ideal morning. I don't mind that it's not like a day off or not a day sleeping in. It's the idea that there's no frantic energy in the morning. It's like slow and meditative and thoughtful, because that's when I really get to do most of my good prayer before everything kind of explodes. And then in the evening, I don't know, 8 o'clock with a cigar. I mean, I do know, actually, this is very specific. 8 o'clock with a cigar, glass of scotch, and 3 or 4 close buddies. Yep, that's the way to spend the evening.
Wow. And you do that on Fridays.
I do that. I do that every second Friday. Olivia, good plug. For any of our parish dads out there, every second Friday, come to the rectory anytime after 7 o'clock. Bring whatever it is you want to enjoy, and we'll hang out together. That is a much larger group than would be my ideal evening. I am introverted, so small groups are definitely better for me to enjoy. But I love seeing all the dads and all the guys over. It's a great opportunity to spend some fraternity with other guys in the same state of life as yourself. What's
your poison?
What's my poison? Pick your poison. So I just kind of mentioned it actually. Cigars and whiskey. I'm a Scotch and Irish guy. Believe it or not, I know everybody's going to take away my man card. I'm not a bourbon guy. I'm a Scotch and Irish guy. Bourbon's just too sweet. Make it out of corn, as if we don't have enough corn in our lives. Who wants to, we got corn syrup and everything, and then at the end of the evening, you're going to pour yourself a nice glass of corn? No, we're not going to do that. So Irish and Scotch whiskey, and a nice full-bodied cigar. Those are the ways that I like to. Those are my social vices, I suppose.
What house are you in?
At the rectory? Okay, so the Harry Potter stuff, the Harry Potter question.
Yes, the Harry Potter.
So honestly, I think a lot of people just sort of they want to be in the Gryffindor because that's where Harry was. I don't think anybody wants to be in Slytherin because that's where the bad guys were. Ravenclaw and the Hufflepuff houses. They were kind of minor characters. So everybody kind of wants to go to Gryffindor. But I can't say anything other than Gryffindor though. I know myself well enough. It's the kind of people that I'd want to be around. It's the kind of person I kind of want to be. So I'd have to say Gryffindor.
Did you take a test for it, or you just are sorting yourself?
I'm just sorting myself. I read the books, watched the movies. I know the story, and I know what all the houses sort of represent and everything. Plus, it's nothing more than your standard issue 4 personality types, right? Choleric, sanguine, melancholic, and melancholic, and choleric. Yeah. So there you have it. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. That's so great. What is the most meaningful pilgrimage that you've been on?
Oh, that's a good one. The pilgrimage to my first or second pilgrimage to the Holy Land, to Israel. We, as Christians, true Christianity is not Zionist at all. We really don't give 2 hoots as a religion about Israel as a constituent nation. We don't believe that the temple has to be rebuilt, that Jews have to reclaim the Holy Land in order for the Messiah to come back. That's all late 18th, late 19th, early 20th century kind of nonsense that started coming about. We do, however, love and admire for sentimental and familial reasons, the land where Christ walked and where Christianity was born. Not Judaism, but where Christianity was born. That's why we, as Christians, we love the Holy Land. And when I went to the Holy Land, I went first to the Holy Land as a deacon. I was a participant on that pilgrimage. Ever since then, I've been a sort of a leader on the pilgrimage. And I keep going back because of how impactful that first and second trip was. Once you go to the Holy Land, you can't read the Bible the same way. It like turns the Bible to 11 and like puts it in Technicolor and stereo sound, where you read it and you're like, oh man, I was at that place, or I know what that sand feels like, or what the Sea of Galilee looks like, or I know where that hilltop was, or the Sermon on the Mount. We know where that is. We know where Golgotha is. We know where Bethany is, where Lazarus and Mary and Martha lived. We know where Zechariah and Elizabeth's house was. And you go and you could see all those places and get a sense of where Nazareth was and where Bethany is. Not Bethany, excuse me. Was it Bethany? Wherever, I'm drawing a blank here, where Zechariah and Elizabeth. And it's like Mary, the angel appeared to Mary in Nazareth, and then she went this distance to see Elizabeth. And you understand that distance, right? I mean, just really brings it to life. So for my own spiritual life and for my ability to preach the scriptures and understand the scriptures, I definitely say my pilgrimage to the Holy Land just brought it all to life.
Would you rather be sent back in time to witness the Council of Nicaea firsthand, or get a glimpse 500 years in the future to see how the church is doing?
Oh, back to Nicaea, without a doubt. I could care less what 500 years in the future looks like. The past has far more impact on the future than the future has on the past. And we live in the present, and we make the future from the present. So understanding the past, we can better make use of the present and make a better future. No sense in seeing the future if you don't understand the past, because then the future is just going to be crap. So yeah, definitely looking back.
Our last question. What is your favorite and least favorite part about being a priest?
Favorite part about being a priest, and this might seem a little cliche because most priests are probably going to answer this, but it is the coolest part about being a priest. Being able to say Mass and to offer the sacrifice of Christ on Calvary, like the pivotal event in the entire creation of the cosmos. Even although the creation of the cosmos has to come first, it's more important even than the creation of the cosmos itself. The redemptive act of God taking flesh and offering a sacrifice to redeem humanity, like being able to offer that sacrifice to the Father, to be able to offer to give God the Father something that is so valuable to Him that it's Himself, right? No cooler, better thing in the world than to be able to do that, and to be able to do that for other people. And then probably hearing confessions would be the next best thing, because that's raising the dead to life, bringing people back to the Lord when they've fallen away. Worst thing, least favorite thing. Yeah, I'm going to say least favorite thing, not worst thing, because it's a good thing, and I just have to kind of push myself to do it. And please don't anybody, get butthurt about this answer or anything, but I don't like going to the hospital. Just don't like doing it. I don't like sick calls, and that says more about me than it does about the ministry of the thing. It's probably a place where I've got to maybe grow in generosity of spirit. But yeah, that's the thing I kind of like to do least is the emergency sick calls.
Do you get those calls often?
Not so much here, just depending on the parish and how active it is, and the age and demographic of it, and what medical facilities are in the area from parish to parish. You get more or less of those. Around here it happens, sick calls to people's homes, occasional calls to the hospital, but thanks be to God, and please God let this continue. It's less often than it might otherwise be.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much for your time, Father Revak, and for answering all of these questions. You did a great job.
Thanks, Olivia. Appreciate it. Hope this gives everybody just a little chance to get to know me a little bit better. So thanks for hosting this.
Yes, of course. And if anyone has any other questions that we didn't mention, or has anything else that they want to know about you, they can always comment down below, and we can answer them in another video.
That's true. Or if you just want to do another one of these quick questions again, too open to do it. Anything for y'all. Okay. Well, hopefully these answers didn't bore y'all. Hopefully got a chance to get to know me a little bit better, as I have the constant opportunity to get to know you guys. And until the next video, take care. See you later.